Y'all, today we are going to a piece of property. I don't know where at, somewhere outside of Cedar Rapids. It's a public piece of property. And I'm going to see what kind of deer sign is in there for y'all. The reason I'm doing this is because I know how hard it is to find time to go scout out areas with a 9-to-5 job and a family on the back end. Well, family on the front end, 9-to-5 on the back end. So I'm hoping that I can help the everyday hunter find a piece of property to put a tree stand on and get an opportunity at a pretty decent buck. So I am in Iowa, and I am using OnX to find this public property that I'm going to go look at today. I haven't decided where I'm going yet, but that's what I'm going to do right now. My last video, I went over this public parcel right here, the South Cedar Natural Area. This area is outside of Mount Vernon, Iowa. It's right on the Cedar River. I really liked that spot. There's a lot of river, a river that goes around it. There's a lot of food, and it's a very open public property, meaning it's not super thick, which is really good. So I really like that spot. I do suggest people going out there and taking a look at it. And there was no people sign, there's no deer stands out there, so it looks like you may have the opportunity to hunt that all to yourself. But today we are going to go look at this area, Johnson County, Iowa. This is also on the Cedar River, and it looks like it is 204 acres. That's connected to another 237 acres. So collectively it's 400 acres. We said it was 160th Street Northeast. Northeast, which will take us to Solon, Iowa. And this is our parking spot. So that's a lot of timber there, boys. Let's see if it lines up. Sure does. That's where we're going. So we got about a 38-minute drive here.
Starting route
when we wake,
160th Street Northeast.
hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
Alright, y'all, so we just arrived at Cedar River Crossing. Public hunting. There's 405 acres of it. So let's go check it out, y'all. We're right next to a house right here. So make sure if you guys come out here to respect your boundaries, of course. I like that we're on a nice mowed trail. Generally speaking, that means that the public property is fairly well maintained. See what happens, y'all. We will see what happens. It's a beautiful day to be out in the woods, nevertheless. Trail right here, and I believe this is public property here. We're gonna follow the trail. pretty heavy trail right here. A good bedding area for a deer. All this would be really good for bedding, especially on top of a hill like this. I believe this stuff is called wild parsnip. Mosquitoes are starting to get at me, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of this stuff on me. Should keep them away. But anyways, this wild parsnip stuff, if that's what it is, makes my skin blister up real bad and not fun. I really like what I'm seeing, y'all. Just life. There's life here. Like a berry tree of some sort. I don't know what kind of berries they are, but I ain't eating them. My objective here is, one, to find deer. Cool if we found some deer. Two, to find food source, water source, and bedding. It looks like we got bedding, so that's good. We got an acorn tree right here. I believe that's an acorn tree. Yeah, there's acorns on there. So there's food. Let's get back up in here. Let's get back up in the timber and see what we got going on in the timber. This right here is a cherry tree. So those must have been cherries that I was looking at. Oh gosh, there's so much ground to look at up here. It's 400 acres. 400 acres alone, if you know how to deer hunt, should at least give you an opportunity at a 110 to 140 inch buck. I don't see why you couldn't get a shot at 180 if you hunt it enough. And it looks like we're already running into food source, we're already running into bedding area, and we're running into trees. Ouch, ouch. That hurt. Thorns, stupid thorns. Dang. Yeah, wear long sleeves when you come out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boys. Look at all this. And I did it the hard way. I went and walked through all the thick stuff. There was actually a mowed trail out here that I could have stayed on, which I'm gonna get on now, that a person can follow. So this is very well maintained. There's a shotgun wad right here. So it gets hunted during shotgun season, that's for sure, or it's a bird hunter. Just gonna follow this trail. Here's a little deer track. Little guy. So there's deer in here. When you are coming out to put tree stands up, I'd steer away from the ash trees. Most of them are dead right now, but that right there looks like a perfect tree, but it's super dead. Super dead. Try to stay away from the dead trees. And as we look over here, I'm still on the trail, but all this is good bedding ground. Real good bedding, super thick. The deer are gonna hear you come in, but with the right wind, you can walk on this trail and get to a tree stand location fairly easy and fairly quietly too. I don't know what those are. Looks like little grapes, little cherries. Nah, grapes are from vines. I'd say it's a cherry tree maybe then. I don't know, I'm not very adequate with my berry trees, but I'm assuming that most of them are able to be ate by deer. Looks like a little trail coming in the timber here. I like this little spot here. Kind of swampy ground, but it's open. Once fall hits and everything's brown, you'll be able to see out there. Probably be able to shoot the edge. Doubt it though. I don't want to mark this spot yet. I will just in case. I'll put a maybe on it. But I want to keep looking. There's a better spot in here, I know it. We need to find food source to bedding. We need to have a reason for deer to walk in the direction of our tree stand. So that's what I'm gonna look for. I need to find a couple reasons why a deer would be in there. I'm not seeing any real big buck track yet. I'm just gonna keep looking. Little guy, little guy. Like a raccoon. Oh, I'm getting wet. I'm also not seeing any major rubs. I don't know if they're rubbing quite yet. It's August 31st today. They're gonna start here soon. Come on, deer, where you at? I'm walking on the edge of a water, little creek, so we got a little water here. I like how open this area is, but at the same time, it's not something that is really super intriguing to me. There's a lot of work to walk through it. I know deer are lazy, so it's a struggle for me to walk through it. Odds are it's not very fun for them to walk through it either. But I'm just gonna keep looking. All right, gentlemen, so this is where I'm at right now. And I'm gonna try to get over to that opening over by the river's edge. I really like the looks of that. Now, if you are gonna come out here, I do suggest wearing water boots because your feet are gonna get a little wet. Feet are gonna get a little wet. But I do think that this property is definitely got the capabilities of holding deer in it. Time will tell. We're gonna keep walking. So if you look up on that skyline, that ridge line right there, looks like there's an opening up there in that field. So this is where Onyx comes into play. It works perfectly because I want to see if that's even public. It doesn't look like it is. No, that's not public. Well, oh well, we're just gonna keep walking. Right there, a little pond right in there. So I'm trying to steer away from that. This is all pretty marshy. Doesn't look deep enough for ducks. Doesn't look like there's enough for ducks. And it doesn't look like it'd be great turkey hunting property. I think deer are about all a guy could get lucky with out here. But then again, you never know until you're out here for hours and hours hunting. Really get a feel of what this timber has to offer. Right now, it has a lot of water, so your feet are gonna get a little wet. That's all right, because we're still out in God's creation. Hoorah! Well, we got some bigger deer sign at least. And I don't see any real big deer sign. So it shows me that there's not a whole lot here. Now this could be a spot that's good come late muzzleloader. Again, you're gonna be trekking through the great swamplands of the Midwest, Iowa. Let's be honest with you, just get outside. I mean, if you have an opportunity to get out and explore a little bit, this is another area that I can notch off the list for not being a prime spot when November comes around. Which is why I'm doing this for you guys, so y'all don't have to waste your time when it comes hunting season to get out here and scout this property. And this is completely and utterly my opinion on this property. This is not a spot I would hunt because there's so much land. It's not easily accessible unless you got a boat so you can ride on the river. It's just high risk, low reward for this property. So this is a 2 out of 10 for me. But if a person were to get access to some of that private property over there, beyond those trees, I think they might be able to kill one out there. But for me, in public property, without private permission, yeah, this will be a bust. This will be a bust. It's a good day to be out in the woods, y'all. Worst case scenario, we just keep hunting. We'll see you next time. God is good. Peace.